Wally, where are we going? We going to the river? We going to the river? We going to the water? What do you think? What kind of animal made that? What do you think? Right, the mallard duck. The North American beaver! Alberta beaver. The river's a beautiful place to be, but it's a dangerous place to be. I'll show you. Can I get an interview? It's for Senator Riley's school. It's for Senator Riley's school. Can I get, hey, can I, just 1 second, please. Just hold on. Oh my goodness, we're outside, team. We did it. Oh. Isolation's whack. What do you kids say? It's whack. What's up with the whack PlayStation? What's up? Isolation's the worst. Like I was geared up, like the best of them. I got Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is older, but you know, I just got it. I got Pokemon Snap, and I was like, I am laying down low, and I'm playing these games. Isolation rules. Doesn't rule. Lasted like 1 day. Terrible. I need some real life Pokemon Snap. So welcome back. You know, Hoover goes outside. I'm Hoover. It's me, the guy that you're made to listen to in phys ed and sometimes social studies. It feels so good to be back. I'm so excited to be doing Hoover Goes Outside again. Last year, I don't want to say my videos lack direction. That's not nice to me, but I do want to provide something this time around with a little more tangible, like what are we actually gonna do? So a little more holistic approach, as I've been in isolation, just like a lot of you guys. And so I really know from a first-hand account, like what's good for you, what do you need, because it's what I needed. It's the same thing. And this week's focus, Nature Walk Part 2, Nature Walk Deux, Nature Walk again. So if you're going out there and you remember from last time, which you might not, you might need to go back and refresh, but we are looking for anything that catches our interest. We are looking for, you know, flora, fauna, cool little Pokemon snappable type animals, escapism, you know, just absolute baller shots of the river valley. And I'm also going to expand that to basically anything we find, right? And the reason I'm doing this, the reason we're doing Nature Walk Part 2 is because you can go do it right now. Like this, you can get out there by yourself. You don't obviously need to be in a group, and you shouldn't be in a group, you know that, because of guidelines and, you know, science. You can go out with someone from your household or just on your own, and you can start doing this stuff now. So I'm out, and I've been out a couple days, free, isolation, free, it's over. And you guys are gonna go out in High River and Okotoks. You guys have a fantastic river valley. You guys are hooked up, and you're gonna do the same thing. I wanna know what you saw, how you saw it, why you saw it. I wanna know what you saw and what was so cool about it. And I'll also post some links to some resources for this geographic area. You know, not only are you gonna get outside and get some exercise, but you can learn some stuff about what's right here. So this gravel, these gravel beds, when the river comes up, this is exactly where trout are going to spawn. Whole trout, rainbow trout, various species of trout. You guys know when you go home and your family's like, oh, how was school? What'd you learn today? And you're like, nothing. And now, instead of being like, I learned nothing, you can be like, actually, Mr. Hoover told me with like maybe some degree of accuracy where trout spawn in the river. And your family will be like, oh, where'd you learn that? And you'll be like, my phys ed teacher. And they'll be like, what? This probably way more appropriately than my other shot. This is the gravel riverbed. This is what's going to be underwater, and this is what the trout are more accurately looking to spawn in. This smaller stuff. Don't fall. Just go for it. Just huck it. Oh. This is where trout will actually dig their redds and spawn in the spring, in the fall. Pretty cool, pretty crazy. One of the things that I didn't know, and I learned this last year, is that it's cool to be walking around this stuff now. When the water comes up and when the trout are actually in here doing their spawn, you gotta leave them alone. You gotta get out of there. That's protected habitat. You don't wanna inadvertently cause damage to something, you know? But anyway, this is way better. Look at this. Right where I'm standing, right where I'm standing, there's gonna be some trout making more trout. I met a biologist named Terry on the path, and she told me, so you got this run section here, and then as the water comes into these turns and these banks, you can see that loose gravel on the side. These deep pools on the side that'll form, that's kind of the primo trout spot. And I know what you're thinking, Hoover, it's not a fishing video. I wish it was. But anyway, I digress. That's a little information, you know, oxygenated area for the trout. I'm gonna do a fishing video, you just wait. Nature, nature. Wah, wah. This area kind of sprang up after the flood, and it's just a little pool off the river, and it fills up, and it's got some crazy cool stuff to look at. I'm excited to get down here because I'm prepared when I go outside. I have my pack, and I've got, I got some things you might want to bring. Bring a backpack. You got your waters. I've got some Band-Aids in here, a mask. If I ever need to go into somewhere and I don't want to be, not following the rules. And then because I knew I was coming to this super cool spot, I got my 4K, 16K, ultra HD GoPro right here. My brother has a real GoPro. I could have just texted him, but whatever. When I'm doing these videos and I'm walking around with my cell phone and just bombing myself, it doesn't look that strange. It just looks like I'm using my phone. But when I set up the tripod here, you're decidedly talking to yourself and everybody knows it. Yeah, a little awkward, but hey, doing it for you guys. Doing it for me. I'm doing it for you guys. Doing it for both of us. Move. Going over yonder. Get that HD footage off that log. I can see little fish and stuff in here. Let's see what oh, that's not gonna work. We need to go underwater. Let's go. This is really a shot in the dark. On the surface, you can just there's tons of cool stuff in there, especially like I said with the polarized lenses, but let's see what happens. My science experiment. Can I get cool footage underwater with a Ziploc bag? Maybe I'll text my brother. Nat Geo, contact me if you're interested in these wild. Oh, there's more than one. I didn't even get that. There should be more than that. There should be like 2 and then some. Adorable. Oh, so cute. Nat Geo, get at me. I think it'd be crazy to go to like any other country and just see giant animals on their pathways and ignore them. Yeah, like we come out here and we got this mule deer, little fawn. I don't know how old this deer is, it's little. And we're just like, whatever. There's like 9 people walk past me like, look at this weirdo filming the deer. What's up, buddy? Don't worry about me. I'm just saying hi. See ya. That's Doo-Doo. That's Scott. Coyote. I'm gonna go with a 7 out of 10 that's coyote. I'm gonna look it up after. You tell me. I hope it's not like, you know, Bernedoodle. Like this is the Shih Tzu poop out here. But I think it's coyote. And actually my neighbor has some game cameras down here, and I'll bet you he's got some cool stuff from the winter. Maybe I'll at this point in the video, like cut to footage of Bren's cam with a coyote, and then come back to me looking at poop. Nature. Like, come on, I too enjoy Welch's fruit snacks, you know, and I can't really, you know, in good conscience tell you guys to go out there picking up random garbage during a pandemic, but like, just a message, like enjoy your delicious Welch's fruit snacks and then put that in the proper receptacle. Unbelievable. This is the stuff I'm really after. You know, like, last year I was trying to get the footage of the birds and the animals. I'm still trying to do that. But I'm not a fool, okay? I understand that, like, Discovery Channel exists, and I'm not going to corner the market on, like, amazing wildlife footage with my cell phone in town. This is like a man-made, or probably more appropriately, a kid-made structure. And I remember doing this all the time when I was a kid. You're like, find a spot down by the river you think no one else knows about, and you and your dudes are like, let's build a fort, we'll live down here. You're like, oh man, this is so sick. How has no one ever thought of this? You're gonna build like the Lost Boys treehouse from Hook. Bag of rag! You bike off in your own directions, and then, you know, everyone comes back and one kid's like, I brought a shovel, and you're like, I got a hammer, and you're like, let's do this. And then this is what you make. And I'm not being salty. This is rad, but this is so childhood. This is quintessential Sheep River Valley stuff. Coming down here building the fort. Bag of rag! Bag of rag! Yeah. Wah, 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 wah. If you watch Neature walk un, because French immersion, this is actually Neature walk deux, then you'll remember I said, like, I went out to make this video to get you guys outside and then ended up having like the best time of my life, and that's what's happening today too. Like, this is, I'm borderline gonna miss my next class. I'm not gonna, but because I'm just out here looking, taking my time and enjoying the weather, like it's so great. And not only that, I'm crushing my steps. Fitness goals 2021 hashtag this guy does fitness. This is a new segment just for viewers, came out today. Cue the theme music. This segment is called What is a Garbage Can? And then the whole bit is that this is one. Use the garbage can, fools.